Hey guys, it's Scentsibility here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Amber Marie, and today's video is going to be a DIY on how to make yourself a big container of homemade hot cocoa. I'm even going to show you some things that you can add into it if you want to make your hot cocoa a little more richer and also have those lovely little marshmallows that everybody loves. I will say that the type that I made did not turn out good, and it's not because of the recipe, it's what I used in it. I was trying to make almond milk powder, and I used almond flour with some dry milk powder, and that did not turn out good. So for this whole entire lovely container, every time I make hot cocoa out of it, I will have to strain it to get the almond flour out of there once it releases its milk. So don't make this mistake I did. Make sure it is milk powder. Make sure the package says milk powder, because that's going to be a lot of straining. But I have a lot of straining bags because I make milks at home. I just don't have dehydrated powder milk. So let's go ahead and get into this. One of the first ingredients you're going to need is, first you're going to need a mixing bowl. You're going to need something that you can throw all your ingredients in. So the first thing you're going to add is a cup of cocoa powder, and it needs to be unsweetened. If you prefer not to use this, another thing that I've seen a lot of people use when they're making their hot cocoa is the Nestlé powder, the Nestlé quick powder. Either way it goes, you're going to dump a cup into here of your choice. Unsweetened cocoa powder or Nestle quick powder. The second ingredient is going to be powdered sugar. So you will take 2.5 cups of powdered sugar and dump into your thing. If you are more health conscious and you don't want all that sugar, you're going to use something like what I did. This came from Aldi's. You can buy it pretty much anywhere. Kroger's, Walmart sells it. It's the substitute, or what I like to call fake sugar. You're still going to add the same amount. So you're going to add 2.5 cups of fake sugar or 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. Dump it into your bowl. So at this point, you have your cocoa and your powdered sugar in there. You could start to mix it. It's not going to hurt anything. Just kind of blend that stuff together. Your third ingredient that you're going to need is the original non-flavored coffee creamer. And it's got to be the powdered, not any type of liquid. So you don't need a big container like this. Actually, you need like one of the regular small sizes. Not super small, but your decent size. I make a lot of drink mixes in the house, like vanilla chai tea. I make a cappuccino, and then of course hot cocoa, so it uses a lot of this. So you need 1 cup of your coffee powdered creamer. Now if you do want to give your hot cocoa a little bit of a twist, this is where even though this recipe calls for the original, you could substitute it for the French vanilla. You can substitute it for like a caramel creamer and add into it. But still, you're going to use 1 cup. So now you have your cocoa, your sugar base, whatever it is, and your coffee creamer, either flavored or unflavored, in your thing. The last thing you're going to add to your hot cocoa, which is the biggest thing that you need, is a dried milk powder. Again, don't do the mistake I did and add almond flour into your stuff. Almond flour is not the same as almond milk powder. Almond milk powder is when the almond flour has been sat in water and the liquid is extracted from it. And I kept thinking, I knew that was wrong, but I went with my gut and it turned out wrong. Or should I say, I went with someone else's advice and it was wrong. But for your powdered milk, you can use a variety of powdered milks. You can use non-fat dry powdered milk. You can use, they also have like a skim. I think that would be the same as non-fat. You can have a fat powdered milk for maybe like children that are planning on drinking the hot cocoa. They tend to need more of the fat in their diet versus adults. If for some reason, you are lactose intolerant or you just want a dairy-free product, you can use coconut milk powder, almond milk powder, goat milk powder, rice milk powder. Any type of milk powder will work. And you're going to need 5 cups of it. So it's going to be the one item that you're going to have to buy the largest of. So it is going to be a little expensive. So now you got your cocoa, your 1 cup of cocoa powder in here, your sugar base, your creamer, your coffee creamer powder, and then of course your dried milk powder. So you've got all that in there. You would take a whisk and you would stir it all together, and eventually it's going to come out looking like this, where it's all nicely blended in there. And then if you're fine with it like that, you would just simply pour it into your container of your choice. You can use a mason jar, you can use anything you want, you can use a plastic tote, whatever you need to store it properly. Now, for those that want a more richer hot cocoa, you can actually mix into your blend either some milk chocolate chips, or you can add in some white chocolate chips. And that will make the hot cocoa richer. Okay, for those that like those little marshmallows in their hot cocoa, I have some here, guys, but it's going to be a mix because it's like those Lucky Charm marshmallows. My daughter likes those. But the typical white marshmallows, you can go to the store, buy them in a bag, and you're getting the little mini marshmallows. Well, to make them like the marshmallows in hot cocoa, you actually stick them in your food dehydrator and you let them dehydrate for a while. Of course, the only way to know if they're ready is to taste test them. You will know they will be crisp and they will snap and they're ready to go. Keep them stored in a mason jar, and when you're ready, you can just put them in your hot cocoa and they rehydrate. So there you have it, guys. That is an easy way for making homemade hot cocoa. It's super easy. And yeah, you just kind of go based off your taste preference. If you feel there's not enough cocoa in there or you want a stronger cocoa taste, adjust your recipe with a little more. Always go a half of a cup. Mix it all in there. Because some people like their super cocoa. So yeah. So there you have it. Those are the 4 ingredients you need to make yourself a basic homemade hot cocoa. And then, of course, I've showed you 2 other items that you can add into your cocoa to make it either richer, or some people just love those little marshmallows in their cocoa. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I hope that you guys are running to the store right now, picking up the products you need to get your hot cocoa going. It's super easy. Why spend the money buying packages from the store when you can make it at home? And just a little tip, guys, before I end this video. I have in my jar a 1/8 cup scoop, and I use 4 of these when I add it into my coffee cup. And all I do is get a measuring cup and I put it in the microwave with water, get it warm. Already have my hot cocoa powder mix in here, and then pour it in there, stir it up, and it's like done. It's easy peasy. So if you guys have any questions or comments about any of the items or any of the ingredients, recipes, directions, definitely put them in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and hope you guys enjoy your hot cocoa. Bye, guys.